Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to day one of BOGO. So we have purchase Adaptiv and get Ylang Ylang free. Now, if you're a lover of all the oils, I highly recommend you get the BOGO box because you get all the oils, you get all the free oils, you get one shipment and it arrives at your doorstep and you don't have to wake up early to purchase your oil. So let's dig into these oils. Adaptiv is a game changer. If you deal with stress, chronic stress, anxious feelings, feelings of overwhelm, feeling that the world is really heavy, and I don't know about you, but I've definitely felt all those things in the last 6, 8, 9 months. This oil has been my go-to every morning when I wake up before I go to work. Hi Lindsay, thanks for joining. This oil brings peace and calm to your body, to your mind. It instantly feels like the weight of the world is kind of taken off your shoulders, and it's really easy to use. It's the best way, honestly, is inhaling it, and I'll explain why. Just put a drop or two on your hands, just rub together, and take a moment to breathe it in. I really recommend doing that 3 times with your eyes shut and just being in the moment and connecting with your body, because right now more than ever, with the holiday season approaching us and all the crazy things that's happening in the world, we need more and more time to connect with our body, to connect with our heart, and to connect with what we need in that moment. So what's really cool about Adaptiv, for my science awesome nerdy geeks out there, was this oil was actually put through clinical trials before being brought to market. Now, in the science community, that's a really big deal, especially with a holistic essential oil. They don't normally do that. So what's really cool about this oil is that it was shown to drastically decrease stress and anxious feelings in a stressful type situation. Up to the age of 12 years old was the test study group on. What's really cool is I have a friend who has a son who plays hockey, and he is a goalie, and he felt it was so overwhelming having the weight of letting the goals in. He actually uses this before his games because it feels like the extra pressure's been taken off of him, so he can actually just focus on the game and have fun playing. Isn't that amazing? What's really cool is when you're not in a peak stressful situation or in a peak stressful mindset, you can actually function properly. You can de-stress and your attention can be more focused. When you're in a high peak stress or anxious state, your brain is scattered and you can't focus on the things that need to be focused on. So whether that be at work, in a meeting, if you're presenting, if you're online talking, all those amazing things, okay? So Adaptiv is a beautiful oil. I am forever thankful for this blend. It is amazing. If you haven't tried this, I highly recommend you try this. Now we have our friend Ylang Ylang. This is an ultra feminine oil and it's not talked about a lot. It's actually been used for many, many centuries in the perfume industry, and it's been used for very spiritual and religious ceremonies and weddings. It is a very precious, delicate flower, and it's a floral oil, so it is very floral. But what's cool about Ylang Ylang is that it does many supportive things for our body, specifically to the female hormones, and especially if you struggle with libido issues. So this is a great oil to have on hand. I recommend just dilutely applying to your lower abdomen or around the inner and outer parts of your ankles, because that's the reflex zone of your sexual organs, okay? So besides that, it is amazing for your cardiovascular system. You can actually take this oil internally if you want some antioxidant support on a cellular level. But what I love about this oil is it is also specifically great for supporting fear, anxiousness, insecurity, and kind of bringing back that childlike wonder and that childlike joy. So if you're dealing with a lot of like heart issues, if you're feeling heaviness, if you're feeling sadness, loneliness, especially with this time of year approaching, apply this one over your heart space, okay? This oil is also amazing for excessively oily skin or oily kind of follicles in your hair. You can make a DIY by putting it into your, what do I want to say? Dry shampoo is the word I was looking for. I'm going to be sharing a recipe about that later on today. So what's really awesome, and how I personally use Ylang Ylang, is I actually do a series of oils on my spine around my time of the month when I'm getting those crampy, achy feelings. It is really supportive to the female hormones, and that's why I like using it. So one last thing about Ylang Ylang, because I know it's not a fan favorite for a lot, and I know it can be super powerful, but what I love doing is just a little bit of Ylang Ylang and mixing it with your favorite citrus oil. It will help to kind of coat the smell of Ylang Ylang while being able to use the amazing benefits of this oil. So Ylang Ylang is amazing for supporting your heart chakra. So it is awesome for releasing emotional trauma from the past. So if you're the type of person who kind of clings on to troubled emotions, or if you have specific traumas that you've kind of held into your heart space, this oil is amazing for helping you release that. I recommend, if you're working on emotional trauma or if you're working on just healing your heart space, to combine a beautiful mantra with using this oil. So whether you put a drop in your hand and over your heart, just place your hands over your heart as you inhale the oil and just say a powerful mantra with yourself. I am releasing past X, Y, and Z, and I'm allowing beautiful love and abundance into my heart space. So that is how I like to use these oils. If you've used these oils, Adaptiv and Ylang Ylang, I would love to hear how you personally use them in your life. And if you have any amazing recipes, share with us, because I'm sure you guys have some awesome recipes up your sleeve too. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm planning on coming kind of later in the afternoons the rest of the week. I'm just working the late shift at the hospital today, so I wanted to pop on here early before heading out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm excited to spend the rest of the week with you. Bye for now.